Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to MotorMouth Broadcasting, and welcome in to the High Point Racing GT Challenge here this evening, live from Daytona International Speedway. I'm your commentator, Hamish Rono. Joining me, as always, is Jim Cunningham alongside Jim. Somehow, we've gotten the other person sick again. I got you sick, and now you've got me sick. We're like an old married couple. And like an old married couple, GT Racing and Daytona go hand in hand, and I'm looking forward to seeing what these drivers can do tonight.
Yes, we are that old married couple that is 30 years apart in age and 10,000 miles apart on the earth. But other than that, yeah, almost exactly the same. It's good to be here with you tonight, and it's really good to be here at Daytona. It's as far as sports car racing in the United States, for the average person, the first thing they think of is the 24 hours of Daytona. So this is certainly the place for that. And we are here at the, what is this? The World Center of Speed, I think they call Daytona, or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's something like that. I'm interested tonight to see how these drivers can do, obviously, across the board, and how they can tackle this circuit. How much practice would they have here? You know, how much can they put into their track knowledge and use that track knowledge to their advantage when driving around this place? I mean, the GT4 cars, they probably wouldn't have nearly as much as the GT3s.
Right.
Just strictly based on the fact of, if we looked at it from face value of these drivers only race the GT3 car, they only race the GT4. The GT3s get a 24-hour race here. The GT4s get a 2-hour and 40-minute race here.
Right.
So it's not really comparable. But there might be some drivers as well who have no experience here and are driving it for the first time, which, if they are, where have they been? And how are you racing at Daytona for the first time in a sports car?
No, I think I would argue that of all the tracks on iRacing, Daytona is probably the one that the largest percentage of guys are going to have experience at. It's one of the more popular tracks. It always has been. You can take just about any sports car and put it at Daytona. A prime example, this week on iRacing, they're running the GTEs at Daytona. There's a lot of times that it is hard to find a race during the week for GTEs. You know, you got to hit the popular times to just find a race that goes official sometimes. Today I was loading up some stuff, so I went in and loaded one of the GTE races just to have something in the background that I could work with. And there was 7 races. They had 7 splits in a race in the middle of the day. So that just gives you an indication.
That classic Euro split for GTE racing at Daytona. Very, very popular. First lap times are coming in as well for the GT3 cars. The GT4s have already participated in their qualifying session. Lance Campbell has gone pole position 154.19 in the GT4s. The GT3s, well, they're roughly 8 seconds or so, nearly 10 seconds faster than the GT4 cars. It's actually quite similar to the lap time difference between the GT4s and the LMP3s when you race around here in the Raw before the 24. GT3 cars, well, they're roughly about 10 seconds faster, same with the LMP3 cars. It's actually very similarly on pace at this circuit of the LMP3s and the GT3s. Jim, so there's a lot of reasons why there's quite a few leagues around the world who run European Le Mans style with LMP3s and GT3s as their 2 classes, because they run so similarly in pace, but the LMP3s have the benefit of aero and downforce and ground effects, where the GT3 cars do not. So that's pretty much the biggest difference, and that's where the pace differential comes from. But the GT4 cars, if they have got history racing around here in multi-class, then they'll be used to a car that's about 10 seconds faster than them, looking to come past them every few laps.
Well, again, if they've done multi-class stuff here, they would have raced here with the LMP2s. So
Well, as a winner of the Raw before the 24, Jim, and a person who won the race by a whole lap in the LMP3 class.
Okay, James. This ain't Martinsville. Quit it.
No. But no, I just want to point out that the best thing the GT4s can do, and it's the same. The GT3s will know this too when they've raced here in the the D24 with the two classes that are faster than them. The best thing the GT3 cars can do is just wait. Be patient. If you're approaching those GT4s up to the kink, just wait till the next braking zone, or just wait until the entry to the bowl. You're not going to give up too much time to remain behind them and be patient. It's going to save your whole race, and it's going to save theirs to be patient. When racing around here, we've got. I mean, we can probably figure it out, Jim. How many miles is this track? I think it's about 3 miles or so.
Yeah, I think.
With the infield.
Here, let's see. This should tell us right here. It is 3.53 miles.
So, how big would the actual? Do we know how big the oval is for the super speedway?
Yes, it's two and a half. Basically, right at almost 2.5 miles. It's like 2.25 miles.
So the infield is a third of the track distance. It's a mile. If you can't wait a mile to get past a slower class of car because you don't have an opportunity to get past them, you've got 2.5 miles to get past them on the oval.
Well, I like your thinking there, but they don't actually run the entire oval, I don't think.
No, they don't. But it's what 100 meters of the oval that they don't run because of the
bus
stop.
Is that all? Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that section
it horseshoes back out again onto the track.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long the section is between turn 1 and where you would come back out on the oval. We'll watch that thing. You might be right.
It's like a mile. Yeah, I think it's legitimately like a mile or so.
I mean, it's not that far between the two on the oval portion because you see guys blow it every now and then and just run straight through there.
Then they get a black flag and then they corked.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. I just had a huge smile pop on my face when we were, as the times were starting to pop up, and I was just scanning through the cameras and whatnot and looking around, and I saw this Mustang here tonight, and I realized who it was. So,
yeah, Mr. Bigot.
Yep. So we got Pino, Nathan Biggert, Steiner, Ryan Bajoli. Man, we got some fast guys here tonight. Steven Smith.
And there's only a minute or so left in qualifying. So the lap times, well, they're going to get one more shot. And at the moment, Bigot is the fastest in the first two sectors. Pino is the fastest in the next two. Bigot's going to cross the line first to start his final run. Then Pino's going to follow him. So we'll see what the lap time is here for Nathan Bigot as he crosses the line. It's a 1:40.5 for Pino. Bigot's time is not counted. He must have copped the off track through the bus stop there.
So this is going to be his last one.
It wouldn't give him purple and green sectors in the first 4 sectors if he had an off track. So the off track must have come in the final sector through the bus stop. That's the only explanation we could have as to why Bigot's lap time did not count, but it was incredibly quick. So hopefully he can recreate it on this lap and he can try and go pole.
So what's interesting is his times are faster on the infield, the first 2 sectors of the track, because it starts at turn 1. So that's where the infield starts. So he's faster on the infield, and Pino's car's got the superior horsepower, which Mercedes has had most of this season so far because of the BOPs, which we've talked about. Oh, there's Carlos Sierra. That's right. He said he wasn't going to be here this week, and there he is. He's in chat. That's our AM leader in points. Is he our AM leader in points? I think he is. Anyway, he's certainly a front runner. Anyway, but yeah. So Pino's car apparently is superior on the straightaways, but drafting is going to take care of that in the race, and Biggert will have a better opportunity to maintain those higher speeds on the straightaways with drafting. And he's faster in the infield. So this could really be shaping up to be quite a battle.
144.43 for Biggett on the final attempt. In qualifying, Pino has not gone better. So Biggett has taken pole position.
Oh, no. Pino just ran off the track right back there. Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about. I'm already excited. Man, yes, indeed. That's good stuff. You know what? I forgot we didn't do our track map, and they don't have the warm-up session anymore.
Oh, well.
Yeah, we'll get it. If we get a safety car or something, we'll...
If you had sent it to me, we could have had it happening over the over the warm-up lap.
Well,
like the roll around behind the pace car.
Technically, you have it access to it, but I don't think you can get it downloaded fast enough.
Probably not.
Well, you know what, though? We could, as soon as this grid pops up, we can do the grid quickly, and I can play it, and you can show the action on the little screen.
This is very true. This is very, very true, Jim. Yeah, I am going to request that you take the GT4 grid because I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it through all nearly 50 cars.
Yeah, sure. I'll be more than happy to butcher some names tonight for those guys.
Thank you.
That's what I'm here for. Well, it says it's finishing. Is somebody still out on track?
Yeah, Delano's technically still parked up in pit lane. And it's counting him on track because he's actually parked in a spot that shows off his GT4 car, but he's not actually in the pit road.
He probably just heard you.
Comes to an end. It probably did. He was in chat before.
Yeah, Cotterman's kid is Jacob is his camera's not working apparently tonight.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yep, that's a bummer.
Starting grid, though, will be as follows. Nathan Biggett, Daniel Pino will start on the front row of the grid with Stephen Smith and Ryan Bijole for our top four. Tristan Richard and Lakin Shaw making all-Canadian third row of the grid with David Steiner and Michael Caffrey making an all-Australian fourth row of the grid as well. Caffrey will start pole for the Pro-AMC this evening. Todd Byer, Michael Smith to make up the top 10 with David Gallant and Thomas Hidalgo for the top 12 with Brian Scott, Jared McKee, Justin Bock and Kenneth Clodden for our top 16 cars. Jacob Cotterman, Brandon Herzing that make up the top 18 with Travis Edwards, Jed Cotterman, Tyler Richard and Anthony Cronova for the top 22 with Mark Ogier and Kevin Nixelli will then make up our top 24. Kevin apparently, according to SDK, has the lowest I rating I've ever seen in my life of 23. I don't understand how that's even possible. If that's even real, I don't know.
That's hilarious. I thought mine was bad, but yeah, that's another story for another time. All right, so starting, let me see here real quick before I go through this part of the grid. Let me find some cars. There we go. All right, starting 25th in your, what is this? This is the GT4 AM leaders is Lance Campbell and Cole May, followed by Ryan Serlak and Stefan Jacoby. Daniel Nans and Pritchard. I got to fix that. He must be new. Then your rookie leader is Sean Patchen on the road with Ryan Miller, Jaheim Cartney, and another one I got to fix. Last name Halloran. 35th is Halloran. Yep. Tyler Hammond. See, you're good. Well, several of them I got to fix. And Danae. Let me see here. All of them? Oh, no, we got plenty more. Let's see. Edward Delano. Has he got his camera going tonight? Adrian Keeley. James Levine. Christopher Coy. Pete Dillon. Chris Melton. Pat Green. Noah Longyear. And bringing up the rear of the field, Matt LaRue. That's one I can say. That's a French Canadian Cajun type name. And of course our buddy old thumbstick himself, Tyler Merritt, dragging up on the field there. I don't even know if he ran a qualifying lap or not.
Yeah, well, he's not even on the start grid. GT3s, though, are heading up towards the start-finish line here, Jim. As Bigot and Pino have gotten us away, the GT4s are getting underway too, just ahead of them, or just behind them, I should say.
Oh, that's my link up.
Because you wouldn't have loaded it in, probably.
No, I did. I did load it in.
Oh.
Copy it one more time. Try it one more time.
So Bigot leads us down towards turn 4. Pino hot on the heels with him here. Bajoli and Smith trying to run with them nicely as well. For your GT4s, so Rulik's now taking the race lead with Campbell and Malley battling away for P2 in the GT4 AM class at this stage of the race. Caffrey still leads the way for the GT3 Pro-Ams as well. 2 non-starters here tonight, Kevin Nixelli and Tyler Merritt, have not made the race start here, so we've got 44 cars on track, not having our 46 cars that were initially in the server. Stephen Pritchard has had an incident as well back in the GT4 class, as David Gallant and Michael Smith have just had a moment as well in the GT3s. They're going slow up on the pole at the moment. We'll try and get those pictures for you in just a second here. We also apologise for the
there it is.
The fogginess too. Gallant, though, is dropping down the order on board that Acura at this stage. You can see the front left wheel of that car is completely detached as they exited the infield and onto the bowl. Round went the Honda, and then into him went the Porsche. And it's major contact and major damage on David Gallant's car as he's just towed it back to pit lane.
All right, yeah, sorry about that, guys. We're having a little issue with our picture-in-picture thing. We got it squared away now, though. Good.
That's okay, man.
All right.
And then we started lap 2 as well. We'll get that session stayed up so we can follow along with how long is left in this race, as well as all of our positions at this stage as well. But Bigot leads the way. Pino is hanging out with him. The problem now for Bigot is, Jim, he doesn't want to get caught out and make a mistake here. He doesn't want to get caught out by the pressure that can be applied by Pino and then get forced into a mistake where he ends up self-spinning again, which he's done the last 2 weeks, which it cost him race wins.
Yeah, well, he has had some issues the past couple of weeks, and last week you could presumably say you could say that he felt the pressure because right as Pino got to his rear bumper, he spun. It doesn't mean that's really what it was. We don't know that. That's pure speculation. But he certainly had an issue right as Pino got to him, and so it kind of appeared that way. But I can't reiterate how happy I am to see that he came over to race in this series. He's a fine driver, and he's been dominating the MC series that we cover for High Point in that car, and I'm really super excited to see him with Bajole and speaking of Ryan, there he is right there, and Pino, and the 3 of them.
I've heard a little secret recently, Jim, about tomorrow's IMSA race, actually, in that a certain driver will be running a special livery on their GTP car in the race tomorrow at Road America.
Yeah, I know about that too, considering I hooked that deal up, and so I did get a preview of it. I'm not going to say anything, but I will say this, that the guy who designed that livery clearly has some skills. That's all I'm going to say.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that.
Apparently they do.
I don't know who he is or where he comes from or whatever, but I do have a feeling that
I heard rumors that he apparently goes by the alter ego in certain leagues around the world. He's apparently a former rally driver, Jim, from Portugal. Apparently, these are the words that I've heard out the mouth of this person. And their name is Pedro João Soares, which, when translated from Portuguese, means is Pedro John Sweat is apparently his name.
Pedro John Sweat. All right, I got our graphics squared away there. I don't know what in the world was going on, but we're good and we're up and running now. So it looks like Travis Edwards had a little incident there. I'll tell you what, man. This is the second week in a row that these off tracks are stacking up awful fast. Have you done?
And they will. They're going to stack up so quickly. Across this race. I mean, you think about the off tracks that you can get through the bus stop alone, and as well on the infield.
Right.
It's going to stack up very quickly when you're not careful amongst the field as well. Some of the GT4s have been battling away at the moment. Cerulean, Campbell, and Malley are battling for their race lead at this stage.
Yeah, that's
out
a good
on the
one.
pole.
Yeah, you need to put some coverage on that. That's some good racing back there.
We've actually got a rookie battle happening too, Jim, for I think the first time in a long time. We've actually got some GT4 rookies battling away with Christopher Coy, Aiden Kiley, and Matt LaRue. Justin Bock has had an incident as well in the GT3 field. I'm not sure what's happened with him. Hopefully, though, these battles stay nice and close. I mean, we can see how close Pino's getting to Bigot, but I think Daniel's smart enough. He'll just hang out with him and he'll save fuel.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this real quick. I'm not going to say who or what, but I did a race yesterday. It was a new series, and it's actually they run one single model of car, right? You and I have talked about it a little bit. So anyway, so the first race was last night. It was good, and it has a hugely variant field in it. We had 3 guys with 10,000 plus I ratings. We had one guy who was like 11.7. Okay, so I mean that's like top 20 or 30 guys in all of iRacing, right? And look at Edward Delano back there. I'm sorry, he's back there leading AMs, man.
Yes, indeed. But there's been a moment here with Ryan Miller and Ryan Bujole. It seems so. One of the GT4s has had an off track here on the infield. Off went Ryan Miller, and I think Bujole's incident was actually separate to this. I think these just happened to be
unless he
at the same time.
Oh.
All right, yeah, good.
I'll jump in there.
No, that's all good. We're all good. Yeah, no, it's a separate moments. So that was actually on the infield at the horseshoe, the second horseshoe. And then Bujole's wild ride through the bus stop.
Okay,
how in the hell did he cut that?
He didn't tear it up, though. That's all right.
No.
Oh, well, he ain't done yet. Hold on.
Yeah, he ain't done.
Man, golly, that's bad luck for Bujole. It's like we can't get those 3 to stay up there and just fight together, It'll happen.
I know.
I got faith. But we do have those 2 up there. I'm so excited for this battle. But anyway, so it was a 2-race format last night, right? 25-minute and a 35-minute race or whatever. So the second race, if it was going to go 13 laps at Spa, they weren't going to need to pit. But the guys that were running up front were so fast that it went 14 laps. So that brought fuel into the mess for the second race, right? So the guy with the 11,000 I rating won the first race, and he starts 8th because they reversed the top 8. And he's laying back in 6th, 7th. He didn't really move up, but it just, we got a spin down there. Who is that?
That's Edward Delano.
Oh, no, Edward.
He got slight contact on the left rear of the car as he came through turn 1 from that beamer on the inside. Watch it here. Oh, he just got Jaeger bombed there into turn 1 /2. And she went.
Jaeger bombed.
I thought it was appropriate. He's running a Jägermeister livery. Get some Red Bull out there as well.
That might be one of your best.
Thank you.
That might be one of your best one ever. Talk about quick on the draw. That was pretty good. Okay, so anyway, so the guy had 11,000 I rating. He's not moving up in the field, but it looked like he was trying really hard. He was trying. But anyway, so we get down to the last lap of the race, and everybody's having to pit, and he doesn't pit. He'd been laying back there conserving fuel because he could tell by the pace of the race based on his own experience. He was so experienced, right, that he knew that it was going to go a lap longer. And so he laid back there in 6th and 7th and conserved fuel the whole race. Everybody in front of him has to pit, and he walks away with the win, and he never even really hardly had to pass a car the entire race. He just stayed back there and, kind of where he started. And I was like, you know, that's an 11,000 I-rating guy. Not only can he drive around you, he's smart enough to, to beat you with his strategy too.
So many learnings can be brought from just good strategy and having good strategy, but also learning from your strategy too. And I'm going to use it as an example again, and it's not from personal admiration. It is strictly because we were at Daytona. So 2 years ago, I attempted the Raw in the LMP3, and I made a mistake, and I wasn't patient when running through the field, like running through all the traffic, and then that caused me to make a mistake. Learning from that, I then I'm only saying this because
keep going. I'm kidding. Keep going.
I learned from the year prior, so 2024. I learned from that experience of I need to be more patient through the infield, especially when I can see GT4s are battling ahead of me, because they were going to go 3 wide no matter what up towards the King. They did not care. They were going to go 3 wide, and I wanted to try and get past them as soon as possible. I should have waited and done it on the bowl where I could have easily got past them and given up maybe 5 seconds. Instead, I ended up in the pit lane and I cost myself what could have been a win. I learnt from that. The year later, I brought that mentality to the race of just be patient and wait it out, and it paid off for me. So when you're racing here, every experience you get, it doesn't even matter if it's here at Daytona, it could be at a different track as well. Learn from your experience. It could even just be within the same series at different tracks, Jim, where you might bring one mentality one week, it doesn't work out for you, so you think, right, we're going to a similar track next week. Let's use this season's calendar as an example. So let me have a quick look. So at Daytona this week, we go to Sebring next week. They actually have very similar flows to them, Jim. They're very similar in how you have to approach the battles because of how many straights there are, how many passing opportunities there are, and where you can get the moves done. So if you can't bring some patience this week into Daytona, and that costs you something, you then need to change your mentality going into Sebring next week of, right, well, how can I approach this now if I'm in the same position, and how can I best approach this race? So learn from those mistakes, learn from how you've approached this, try and reapply yourself, and maybe it'll be the benefit of it. If you're in the GT3 Pro class, there's not much more you can do than hope and pray that Bigot, Pino, are going to make a mistake and end up off the road, because those guys have got some wicked pace. I mean, unless you can practice all week and really get your lap times down, that's going to be a tough effort.
Look at this.
But if you're someone who's in the... here comes the battle between Cottermans. Inter-Cotterman battle happening there. Jacob and Jed. The dad gets one up over the son.
Well, he was ahead, so Jacob tried to put a move on him there, and he washed out in turn 1 there. He overshot it a little bit.
Not good enough, young fella. Not good enough.
Not yet. He's still a Padawan right now. This time's coming.
I noticed a new paint scheme.
Yeah,
new livery on Jed's car this week. You got a bit of day glow happening.
Yeah, well, he wins a race. Next thing you know, he picks up some new sponsors. Probably, gets a little extra money in his pocket. They put a new livery on there for him. If he's listening to the race, I'll keep him on camera long enough to make him laugh when we're talking about him.
I wonder what Jed is short for. Is it maybe short for I don't know, Jedi Cotterman?
That would be freaking too cool, and there's no way I would call myself Jed if my name was Jedi. You could bet your ass it would be Jedi.
You are keeping. I can tell you this right now. I know of someone used to get in the broadcast chats of another league I broadcast. His name is Anakin, and I'm so jealous of that person having the name Anakin. That is absolutely sweet.
Who did I just talk to? Somebody's got a kid named Anakin that I don't know where I crossed paths with him. It could be in real life. It could be somewhere in the sim world.
It wasn't when you went to Disney, was it, Jim? Because
it was actually. That's exactly. That's what it was.
Vader does walk around Galaxy's Edge.
No. This was a family at Disney World, and their son was named Anakin. And that's what it was. Yeah. So, but anyway, so that was interesting to say the least. But
speaking of Anakin, and
what in the world happened here?
Oh my God, who is that off the road?
I don't even know.
Is that
I think that's a
Cardi?
back. I think that's a back marker.
It's a GT4. Yaheem Cardi has been off the road, I think.
Mm.
Oh no, this is up at the second horseshoe. This isn't even.
Maybe. It's
Oh my God! What in the hell?
Oh wow!
What have you done?
All right,
Why
so
are you
must be.
that there? You just absolutely served him.
Yeah, that was.
Why are you going for a move on the inside, on the outside of the kink into the next corner?
Yeah, well, again, that's a prime example of exactly what you just talked about earlier in this race about holding up patience and just catching them out of the next turn when you can draft up behind them and easily pass them on the straightaway and have no issues whatsoever.
Well, he's not even in a different class. He's not even in a different car type. They're in different classes because they're in in an AM and a rookie class. But that there is just like.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know if they realize, Jim. They actually get given points within their car class, not within their driver class.
No, actually, they don't.
So they get. Oh my God! And he's just served into the back of another Porsche into turn one. What are you doing?
Who is that?
It's Yaheem Cardi. This is an absolute scramble, and it could turn into a shambles if we're not careful. Once we head back to live on the main screen, we'll see what's happened with Ryan Beaujolais. We are on live in the bottom corner as well. But this is an absolute scramble down here between these classes in the infield. And the main perpetrator at the moment is this Sega Mercedes, which is just causing all sorts of frustrations, not only for themselves, but the field around them as well. This here it's intense, Jim. It really is intense. I feel like we're going camping. It's that much intense.
And so, and he is he's a lap car.
Yeah, he's not a lap car. He's an AM, a GT4 AM, and he's battling away with a GT4 rookie, which they're in different driver classes, but they're scored amongst the GT4s. They're not scored within their own classes. So I don't understand why you're battling like that. It's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy.
Well, believe me, if when an incident gets filed on it, they will.
He's now just pulled off, and he's completely missed the bus stop. So, we'll see how that's going to pan out. The head of the GT4 class, though, we're getting a great battle. Ryan Cerulic, Lance Campbell, and Cole Malley battling away for the race lead here of the GT4 AM class. These guys have been together all race.
Is that all three of them? Oh, it is.
All three of them. Yeah. And you know what? This is the benefit of Daytona, Jim. We get these small battle packs, but they don't run away from each other because of the tow. They just stay together. So unless you've got outright pace over the cars around you, and the two cars behind you are battling within the infield, you never break away from them.
Let me pick that battle up here on the big screen. That deserves to be up here.
It's a great battle.
Yeah,
I'll get the GT3s happening on the other screen.
Yeah, let me get that up here.
It's fantastic.
This deserves to be seen up here for sure.
This is a great battle between Cerulic, Campbell, and Malley. And I mean, we know how good the battles have been at the front of the GT4 class all season. We saw it early on at Watkins Glen. Even through the next couple of rounds after that, the battles at the front of the field have been fantastic for the race lead of the GT4 AM class, as the race leaders come past them now of Nathan Biggett into the bus stop. Pino's been caught up behind that traffic, so that's given Biggett a little bit of a lifeline as they exit. So Pino's now dropped off a little bit of time.
Somebody blinked there pretty bad. Kicked my camera out. It was so bad. Campbell's making a run on him here.
I've just noticed Beaujolais is turning into a bit of a postman here, Jim. He just licked the stamp and sent it then into the bus stop.
Yeah, well,
luckily there was some help from Tyler, I think it was Andrew Halloran, who just lifted and let him pass.
Well, I will say this: I love watching Beaujolais race, and when he has had incidents in the past, he has definitely this season shown an ability to come back up through the field really fast. And typically, if you're doing that, you're you're pushing it pretty hard. And so I'm not going to say that, he's overdone it or anything. Look at this here. Tough place to go on the outside, but he's going to get a nice run off this turn right here. Just don't do it in the kink. But yeah, so he's had all year. Him and Bigot both have been serving it pretty hard. When they have a little incident, they come back through the field fast. Where's he up to now, Jolie?
To P10.
Oh yeah,
he's actually gained on both Thomas Hidalgo and Brian Scott ahead of him as well. He's gained around about a second across this lap over both cars, which have been battling up ahead of him. There's Brian Scott just ahead of him, and then the Argentinian Thomas just up the road as well. I'm not sure if he's actually gained anything on Stephen Smith across this lap, but he is beginning to chase them down, and he'll be in tow range probably by the exit of the bus stop. And this little three-way battle is going to get really heated up for us between Bajole, Scott, and Hidalgo as they battle away for P8 on the road.
Let's see here. I'm scanning some of these incidents. I don't,
James Leneven have a moment as well.
Oh. You're riding on board with him, huh? Let's go show it real quick.
That was the incident down at turn 1. Oh, Bigot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bigot.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 3 races in a row now, man. I don't know, but
we need a timestamp when that happens to him every time. It's roughly 20 minutes into this race.
25, yeah.
Wouldn't it be ironic if it was 20 minutes into the other 2 races as well?
That would be kind of interesting, yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna go back to that GT4 battle, but I just wanted to show that on the big screen there because that's such a big spin.
When we head back to live, we'll see that Pino has now got an 8-second gap over Bigot, which is going to be a tough gap to swallow for Bigot, because he's going to have to try and chew his way through it as best he can. He's going to have to hope that the traffic's now going to hold up Pino at the wrong moments, i.e. through the bus stop, through turn 1 down towards turn 4, through the kink into the second horseshoe, and then possibly up towards the entry to the bowl as well. There's not much he can do about the pace discrepancy on the bowl.
Our bat
hurting at a moment as well.
Yeah, we've so Jacoby is. So Campbell's had a little moment too somewhere along the way there, because he's dropped back off of Surlick pretty far now. He even lost a position. He's about 3 seconds back now. Jacoby came by him. I was trying to see if I can figure out where his incident was.
So Bajole has just gotten by Brian Scott as well on the exit of the bus stop. He's got about 2.6 seconds to catch up to Thomas Hidalgo in P8.
So
at this stage,
I'm gonna go to this right here. This is whatever happened to Lance Campbell that cost him the. He was why. So he's fixing to get past here twice. Oh. He
didn't really have an incident. As Jed Cotterman has just had an incident though, Jim.
Oh no, not Jed.
He kept going though. I'll quickly show it off here as we head back to the live pictures on the main screen. He's just gone round at turn 4. Oh, sorry, no, it's at the second horseshoe. Get this right, please. No, it is turn 4 for Jed Cotterman. It was a minor spin. Classic Mustang moment for him. And if you are watching along with us as well, we recently hit 250 subscribers on the channel, Jim. Only 50 subscribers away now from 300. So if you're watching alongside us and you haven't done so already, or you've been here for a little while, or if you're fresh here as well, you want to help not only support us as broadcasters or support the leagues that we broadcast to, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon too, and the like button to let us know that you're enjoying the content, and so you're notified whenever we go racing here on MotorMouth Broadcasting with racing series all across the US on your pictures for you here on the channel. It'd be great for us to hit 300 subscribers by the end of the summer here in the US. End of winter for me in Australia, but for the end of August, pretty much.
I was going to say, it's pretty chilly over there right now, isn't it?
It's not too bad today, Jim. It has been pretty cold recently, but it's not too bad at the moment. But yeah, we're starting to get warmer. We're starting to get less rain and get a bit more sunshine too. The one thing I'm not looking forward to is hay fever season, Jim, which is coming up in the spring for the next 3 months. That's going to be a fun time for me. Big old puffy eyes and still get a runny nose, which won't be that fun. Daniel Pino, though, well, he might be getting a nosebleed. He's that far ahead at the moment, about 7.9 seconds over Nathan Biggett. He's gained a little bit of time back on him, but he really needs some poor traffic management for Pino just to catch up to him at this stage. That battle on the main screen of Steiner, Caffrey, Smith continuing on as well. They've got about 3.5 seconds back to Thomas Hidalgo, who then has 2.9 seconds back to Bajole at the moment for the top 9.
So right above that, though, I was actually focusing on the Tristan Richard, Lakin Shaw, and David Steiner battle here, but I noticed that Michael Caffrey was right up there behind him, so I clicked the camera back on Caffrey for a second because he's, if I'm not mistaken, Caffrey's had some good runs, but if I'm remembering correctly, I know he spun last week at Interlagos, but I believe he spun out of the lead last week, if I'm not mistaken. And so I just wanted to give him some props for being up there, and he just put it on Tristan Richard right there like it was nobody's business. And he is a Pro-Am driver, and Tristan Richard is a pro, but of course that doesn't necessarily mean the world or anything.
Doesn't matter anything within the scoring. They get scored amongst their overall positions for the GT3 class. Stephen Smith in the pit lane as well as Cole Malley and Daniel Nairns, are battling away here for position in the GT4 class as well. Jed Cotterman is in the pit road too, and I think, did he just tow? He did tow. So he's had another incident on board that Mustang, and this one was into turn 1. Went for a move on the Corvette, and he's absolutely blown it up, and that car there is really worse for wear down into turn 1. We'll get a better view of it for you so you can see how this materialized for Jed. So as he came in, rear end went on him, carried a little bit too much speed as he went by the GT4. Rear end comes round, makes contact with the Corvette, I believe of Brandon Herzing, and then all hell just breaks loose for him. And really good awareness of the cars behind them to take evasive action so quickly. They did so well to avoid him and that moment there. Towed it straight back to pit lane, and he's now licking his wounds a little bit as he's down the order.
Yeah, that's tough. Obviously I talked to Jed a lot relating to the league, not necessarily about his racing or anything, but and one of the things that it was so great to see him get that win last week. He clearly showed his excitement on the broadcast, but man, he's kind of hot or cold, man. It either goes really well for him or he has some rough nights, man. And he's by his own words, he's thrown a couple away that he should have gotten along the way. And I'm not going to say that he had anything for Caffrey tonight, but maybe he did.
GT4 pit stops are underway now as well as the race leaders come in. Campbell, Malley, Cerulik, Jacoby and Nans all into pit road. Thomas Hidalgo's also come in out of the GT3 class as well, so he's just dropped to the back end of that order, but he will make up positions once he traverses his pit stop and the rest of the field comes through pit lane as well. Smith has remained ahead of him in the other BMW out there too, so those guys will be looking to continue their battle along. We're just watching here for the GT4s to see who's going to exit pit lane first. It should be Cerulik, who is the race leader, who we saw was passed by Cotterman just before, and actually, as he was passed, that was when Cotterman made the mistake into turn 1. Jacoby, Campbell, Malley have all exited pit lane now. So the Brazilian sits P2 just ahead of the Canadian of Campbell in P3 at this stage. So this battle's going to be tight for the race leader, the GT4 class. Cerulic gave up time in that pit stop. It was roughly 33.77 for him. Jacoby was 33.8. Campbell's 33.1. So very minimal difference in their pit stops. But Cerulic definitely gave up time there in pit lane.
He did, and it's reflected on track. He's got 2 cars within a, second and a half of him or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's back in.
In fact,
well,
Jacoby was looking at a move for the lead then. He was getting hungry. He's like, well, I don't care if we've got fresh tyres. I'm going for the move.
They both, Jacoby had followed Cerulic around Lance Campbell earlier. I'm not sure what happened to Campbell there when that pass was made. It looked to me like he might have just piled it into turn 1 a little much and then got a little heavy on the brakes to woe it up so it didn't wreck on him, and those guys went around him in the process. Is that Daniel Nance?
Daniel Nance, yep. Yeah. Got a bit loose there. No Punterino this time for the Bill Stein car.
No, not this time.
Joined that Merc, definitely would have had a bit of a pucker as he came up onto the entry to the bowl.
So I mean, he did keep it low at least, but yeah, that is definitely a pucker moment. So, it's funny. David Steiner, right? Early in the season, you could argue that he was the second fastest driver in this series. Obviously Pino, and when Bootsy was here, Bootsy certainly had his moments for sure. But Steiner was running up front every week. And speaking of Steiner, he's following him into the pits right now. But, he changed liveries on us. He kind of went with that subtle yellow and gray, and he's just kind of blending in now. And he's not trying to be the focus of attention, And he's got, Bigot shown up, and, Beaujolais a flashy driver, to say the least. Oh, Beaujolais in. They're all in. They all came in together.
Jacob Cotterman in as well, Kenneth Clodden, Brian Scott, Anthony Cronova in the one and only Ferrari in the field. Cotterman, that being Jed, has pulled the pin on this race after that mistake there, so he obviously feels that there was no point continuing on. It's unfortunate for Jed.
It is.
But
I wonder if he's...
things happen. Racing is racing.
Yeah. I wonder if he's, after he cools down...
Let's see.
I was going to
Where
say...
does Hidalgo end up? Because he's a world back.
Yes.
Jim, I think he's actually pitted too early. Because he's had no tow. Well, he's had no slipstream. So those guys have all been in the tow.
Yeah, you got to come in with somebody
slower than them.
Yeah. You got to come in with somebody for sure. Yeah,
he's lost out massive. He lost out to Beaujolais, to Scott, to Clodden, to Cotterman.
Yeah, you're right.
He's dropped at least 4 or 5 spots.
Pino's in,
by coming in early. Yeah, coming in that 2 laps. And he's just made a mistake down at turn 4.
Compounded it there. So, hey Jed, if you're watching the broadcast now, once you cool off a little bit, if you want to pop in the booth here, we'll chat with you a little bit while we're covering the race. Give us some insight from a driver's perspective out there this evening. He may be frustrated and not want to do that. I could understand that. I could be known for that kind of stuff myself.
It's Smith runs round the
Pino
bowl at the moment. Pino's coming out in the race lead.
Yeah, I want to see how far.
About 4 seconds over Bigot.
Yeah, well, they were on pit road together too, so you could see Bigot in the background. It looks like Bigot made up a second on pit road, which is nice. Well, made 2 seconds actually, pretty close, second and a half, something like that. I wanted to see where Steiner was in relation to those guys when they got back out on track. Yeah, he's a good ways back.
It's a very close pit exit there for Caffrey with Smith. He's just lost out to him into turn 4. Shaw as well onto the podium at the moment. Biggett and Pino, the top two at this stage, with a 3.7 seconds between them. If there's any poor traffic management from the Chilean, that's going to bring Biggett right back into it, or even some unlucky traffic as well. GT4s have just spread out a little bit now too, but we suspect that they will find themselves back again eventually by the end of this race. There are still 25 minutes left, plenty of time for them to get back into their battle, and we know that even when those GT4s start to separate, Jim, eventually they do find each other again and get back into a battle. So expect that to happen within the next 10 minutes or so.
It's very weird how they separate like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really a pattern to it. I mean, it happens every race. You know, they just tend to separate apart there and mid-race like this, and then they do find each other a little bit towards the end again. As Caffrey's making a move around the outside of, I guess that's a...
Anthony Cronova has just been killed by a GT4 car. I mean, that there is the only word that can describe it, in a horrible, horrible display from one of the GT4s. We need to get back here a little bit on this, actually, because there's more to this, I feel. So he comes up the inside. That's perfectly fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it's all good right there.
And he just served him.
Did he serve him?
Then he flashes him. He did. He served him.
Go on board with that guy, the GT4 car. Or go to that right front fender shot. You know, the one that shoots up the right side of the car? Oh, no, it'd be the left side, huh?
I need to find which one it is. I'm not sure who it is. It's not Nans. It's not Pat Green. It's Delano.
Oh, was it?
So it's Edward Delano.
It's not his style normally.
So the GT3 comes past. That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Ah, see, he didn't hit him.
He flashes him. He did. He gave him a little tap as he came through, but I don't think he actually served him around.
Yeah, did he? Because
he didn't serve him around, but he definitely made contact.
I mean, that could happen if the guy touches his brakes a little hard or something, you know. But
yeah, there's contact there, but it doesn't serve him around. He contacted him, and then the McLaren goes round, and then he flashes the McLaren. I don't think the McLaren did anything wrong necessarily, and then Delano, making his own mistake later on, he ends up off the road and then rejoins the track. So it's a very odd moment. Very odd that that's happened. He towed back. I'm not sure as to why that happened, but I don't see anything wrong with how Cronova got past him.
No,
yeah, Carlos just said he did self-spin it on the exit. We've just seen that. But I think there was some contact prior to the self-spin.
Maybe, but I wouldn't attribute it anything to do with the spin.
I don't think it caused it. I don't think it caused the spin. But to flash him as he's gone round, I don't really know if that was needed. But still,
by the way,
I don't think it really attributed.
Welcome, Carlos, to the broadcast, to the like I'm assuming YouTube chat. Yeah, YouTube chat.
Yep.
By the way, we stream to these races are also streamed. All these high point races are streamed to Twitch and also to Facebook. So if you're somewhere and you have Facebook, you can get the streams there as well, and you can comment on any of those platforms, and it comes into our chat here, and so we'll get an opportunity to see it as well.
At the moment, Stephen Smith, headband and ready to...
Is that Caffrey? Caffrey just smoked it. Oh, no, man. I was just talking about him spinning out of the lead last week. Golly, he absolutely smokes the wall here. Ah.
Oh.
He caught that curb coming out of the bus stop, man, and it just sent him straight up into the wall.
He didn't have his bus token apparently.
Apparently not. He didn't pay the right bus fare, and they kicked him off. Wow. Golly, man. And that car's got to be tore up. I mean, he's going to certainly have to come in and get some work.
You can see he's crabbing. He's crabbing as he's actually coming around to pit lane.
Look at this.
When we head back to live for this battle of Cole Malley and Ryan Cerulic.
Well, that's where I went down there myself, but I'll stay somewhere else now. You go ahead and cover that one.
It'll buff out. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, it will.
So Malley and Cerulic have found themselves once again, as well as Aiden Kiley and Pete Dillon too.
So who is
the GT4s?
Who is Tesla Loser? I know that's somebody we know.
Edward Delano.
Oh, he did something. Edward's saying he did something down the straight earlier. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm gonna go find that then, Edward. Not that Not that I typically.
Yeah, I'll do it because I can actually. Okay. I can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just go off picture in picture. You find it and let me know when you've got it, and we'll go back there and get a look at that while we pop back here real quick and take a look at some guys back in the field a little bit. Here's Pete Dillon running back here in where's Pete at right now? Running back in 34th, 12th in his class. Show off some of these. Oh, there's Bigot coming around in there. Come on, Bigot. I really want to see this race develop between these two. Every week here, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. Carlos Sierra, he will fight for P1 with all he has. Well, we know that. Oh, Cerulic is, well, he's just catching one of the...
Someone's watching whilst they're on their own facilities at home, so shout out to you for... Hopefully you remember to disinfect your phone whilst you're watching it.
Wait, what? Oh, I don't even
Someone's watching on the toilet.
Oh, how do you know that?
They've said on the chat.
Oh, apparently I had scrolled back to see somebody else's chat and missed all this. Oh, he's saying after he spun, but you're seeing all that, so I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to find it, if I'm honest with you, so...
Yeah, all my money's on Daniel. Shocking. Carlos's money's on Daniel. Well, it's kind of literal. They're
okay. I have just seen it.
Okay.
He did not retaliate. He's not retaliated. We can show this as well. I think we should show it actually because he's claiming retaliation.
All right,
he's not retaliating at all.
Hold on, then let's do that. Then here we go.
So he's coming down.
Now, who is this for? Tell me who
we're riding up with Anthony Cronova on board the Ferrari.
Okay.
This is the car that got hit by the GT4
right,
and then spun upwards. So he is aiming for the inside of the corner of the tri-oval, and the BMWs then move back over across on him. He's got nowhere to go. He's even tried to avoid him. He tried to turn right to avoid him, and he couldn't. He hasn't retaliated at all. The BMW's moved over on him.
And who was in the BMW? Was that was somebody else? Oh, that was Delano. Okay.
It was Delano. So he's actually blocked him. Delano could have just stayed right, and he didn't. He moved to the left and got in his way. So it's not retaliation at all.
No,
that is not retaliation.
I agree. I agree with you on that. We're not stewards, but
no,
I would say that if you're a GT4 car and you see a GT3 car, oh Lord, David Steiner's done had an incident. Let's see what happened to him.
Yeah. So is Ryan Bajole.
Oh, there was the two of them. Yeah, it was Bajole and Steiner. Man. So they're coming in here, heading towards the kink. Oh.
Well, he's just served him.
I mean, he kind of did. But if I'm being fair, now again, I do not think for a second that this is somehow necessarily Steiner's fault, but watch the line that Beaujolais takes here. You know, that turn is a wide apex turn. You don't cut it narrow. Look at Beaujolais.
Daniel, apparently, as Beaujolais comes through, so he comes through.
See how
that is like a mirror image of what we saw earlier with the GT4 cars.
it almost is.
He's trying to go for an inside line in a gap that doesn't exist.
Yeah, because exactly. So I mean, he definitely turned down on top of Steiner there, because that's a weird that's a weird line. You don't even take that line necessarily unless you're pinned there.
He got ahead, and then Steiner's tried to tuck back up the inside, which there's no gap.
I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, that's a weird one. Yeah. It looked like he realized it, but he realized it too late and then tried to get on the brakes, but it was too late by that point.
Yeah.
So, what are you covering this Ryan Serlich, Cole O'Malley?
I was clicked on Aiden Kiley. No, I'm not on Cole O'Malley and Ryan Serlich at the moment. Brian Scott, Tristan Rashad battling away as well, further up in the GT3 class.
I'll keep on this one for a second. We'll give Cole O'Malley some screen time. Cole, you need to invest in some lighting, light yourself up a little better. I'm just kidding, but seriously.
I'll be honest, Cole looks like an investment banker, Jim. He looks like the man you talk to find some gold.
You think so? What is he doing?
Yeah.
Looks like he's eating or something right now. What is he doing? His hands aren't even on the wheel. Like, oh, he's on the, never mind. Because he's on the straightaway. He's got his hands down. He's not turning. He looks very comfortable, casual and comfortable. So not something I would normally do, but I just feel like doing it for the hell of it. Since we're here and all that. We've got so many little buttons to push up here. So I can do this with them. Maybe we can.
We've also got a battle happening at the moment here with the banker. That's his new name. He doesn't just look like a banker as well. He also, to me, you know what else he looks like, Jim? So I don't know if you do this in the US. We do it in Australia. It's called parent-teacher interviews. It's where the parents come in and they chat to teachers about how you're doing. He looks like a PE teacher at parent-teacher interviews. He looks like a sports teacher at parent-teacher interviews. It's like...
Oh no, I don't know. I don't get that. I get more like a science teacher, junior high school science teacher.
Yeah. He likes chemistry a little bit too much.
Yes. Yeah. Looks like literally like every teacher that my son had for the sciences over the last 6 or 8 years of his high school career or school career. I mean.
He looks like he loved chemistry so much in high school that he then became a teacher, and now he's either in there as a teacher's aide, specifically with the science department, or he's only been working in the science department for the last 2 years.
Okay, well, I have to admit, when I was in high school, I liked chemistry a lot myself, but it wasn't the same kind of chemistry. and certainly taking it on as a profession could put you in a really uncomfortable spot called prison, but that's another story entirely.
I think he knows that we're talking about him, because someone's definitely told him we've referenced him as the banker now at the moment. He's second at the moment in the GT4 class overall, and he's second in the AM class as well as Cole. So he's doing very well for himself. He's about a second away from Ryan Serlich at this stage. Stephen Smith's back in pit lane, as is Michael Smith as well. I wonder if they're brothers, Jim.
I don't know, but there's Stephen Smith sporting. Is that his headphones or is that a headband?
He's got a headband on. Okay, so if we have a chemistry teacher, there's the sports teacher right there of Stephen Smith. I think loves basketball a little bit too much.
Dude,
definitely giving some Coach Bolton vibes right now.
I don't know. You see the size of that dude's arm when he turned the wheel?
Oh yeah,
he looks like a freaking power lifter, man. I don't know what's going on there. Talk about manhandling that wheel. Jesus.
When we roast in the booth, we mean it in all good fun, I promise you.
Yes. Yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
There's There's somebody that's got a roasting coming that's not going to be fun and friendly, but that's another story for another time.
It'll probably be me, if I'm honest with you.
Best roast all season.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few here and there, you know. I can't believe Jacob Cotterman's, speaking of Jacob Cotterman, he's right behind Stephen Smith here, but Jacob's camera's not working tonight. We give him all the TV time last week. He's all over the place, killing it. And, oh, gosh, I wouldn't have pulled his picture up if I knew it looked like that. No, I'm kidding. I think
if there was anyone in the field that looks like he's in Cole Malley's chemistry class, it's Jacob Cotterman.
Yes. Yes. Still, currently in the chemistry class right now.
No, he's currently in the class, yeah. 100%.
Oh, yeah, no, he's definitely, I think he's definitely a high schooler or right there about that age. Yeah. Junior high, high school.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's a what do they call
He loves covalent bonds, Jim. He absolutely loves them.
Yeah, this, you know,
there's a chemistry joke for you.
Yes, wrong kind of chemistry for me to get it. I apologize. Oh, Carlos said he's taking notes.
We've got about 9 minutes left of this race, though. It's gone off the absolute deep end here, as it often would at Daytona for the nighttime portion of the race, to be fair.
Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Look at this.
Yeah, Bigot, he's caught up to him. I don't know how he's done it, but he's chased him down. John Janik in the chat asking, can you create a short of a bit about Malley? You can. I think you can actually clip it off once the stream's actually finished. You can clip the video.
Yeah,
so feel free to clip it.
Yeah, feel free. Just don't. Just make sure you tag us in it and have fun. Have all the fun you want.
Actually, if you find the channel on Twitch, they'll probably be easier to clip it off there actually as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there is a clip feature. Carlos saying Jacob's doing better than Papa Jed. He is. I mean, Papa Jed made a mistake earlier into turn 1. We'll find it for you, Carlos, since you weren't here. How many laps down is he?
Yeah.
Lap 15.
So, yeah, well, Carlos, I don't think he needed to save fuel, so I don't know why he would have been doing that. Tires, I can see. But we'll see. I've been waiting for this, so... you know, I want this to happen. I don't know that it's actually. We got 7.5 minutes left. This could develop. We'll see. I don't think Daniel's going to let him get close enough, but if he can get, which he isn't within draft range. So in theory, over the course of a couple of laps, especially knowing that he was quicker through the infield earlier during qualifying, we saw that. Nathan could, in theory, catch him. Yeah, it looks like he's pulling up to him now a little bit.
He's done a 43 on the last lap to Nathan Bigot, a 143.97. So that beard is pushing hard here to catch El Drago Daniel Pino, as we often refer to him over the last week.
Lake and Shaw crashed. Wait a minute, he's still in third place. How did he crash? I'm not gonna cut away from this though, because I want to see if Nathan's...
I'll have a look at how it happened, Jim.
That Mercedes is so hard to catch on these straightaways, though.
Oh, he had a self-spin coming onto the entry on the pole. Luckily, though, he had time in hand.
He stayed third, though.
To drift in Rashad, yeah.
I mean, oh, yeah, okay. So those two are 30 seconds ahead of third place. Wow. Man, those guys are freaking goats, man.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous crazy how fast they are.
Dude, Lance Campbell's making a run trying to come back up through the GT4 amateur class. I see he's back there within a quarter of a second now of taking over third place, getting on the podium. And Bigot just caught some traffic at the wrong time right there too. Cost him about a couple tenths.
Well, it didn't cost him that much, Jim. It could have cost Pino a lot more. Because he's now within a second, and now he's got the toe.
Well, he's been within a second. He's been within a second for the last 2 laps. That's why I've been watching the whole time, is keeping an eye on that. Oh, that's the wrong one. Try to get something.
As they come in towards the bus stop 5.5 minutes to go of Daytona, and there is only 0.5 of a second separating
That's
the
a
top
good one.
two. It was a 1:43.91 for Biggett on the last lap. He's done two 1:43s in a row.
He's
beginning
coming.
to get the flash off the stadium lights. Will he start to hold the flash button on the Mustang just to put off the Merc in P1 at the moment?
Here he
5
comes.
minutes to go. And here
He's
comes Biggett onto the heels of him.
He's within 3/10 of a second, 4/10 of a second right now. And, oh, he was pulling away a little bit. So this is where, this right here during qualifying, this is where Biggert was faster than Daniel too. Daniel was pulling him on the straights, but this is where the speed was earlier. I'll go with this dynamic look here. I'm gonna try. I want to see both cars if I can. Very hard to do.
Got some traffic ahead of them in the GT4 class as well.
See if that guy gets out of the way, because Daniel had a little twitch there. Uh-oh, well, maybe not horrible for Biggett. Guy stayed out of the way pretty good there, but it was just enough.
The outside line is better than the inside.
No, I agree with that. I think that it's entirely, it's certainly as good, if not better. I agree with that. But that hesitation, because you're not sure what that GT4 is going to do there, And so it's just what in the world's going on back there? Is that a big crash going on back there with Conover and Steiner again?
At a moment, I think, on the inside, on the infield. I'll have a quick look at it here. How has this happened in towards turn 4? Well, the Mercs come back up the inside of Steiner, and round he goes.
Who was that hit him? Was that Justin Bach?
It might have been. I think it was.
No, yeah, Bach's in he's in a McLaren.
Yeah. So this is.
Look at Pino running down the bottom.
Oh my God!
Pino passing traffic on the apron. He just crushed Nathan right there with that move. Oh my God, that could have been a race-winning move right there. He
very well put off.
Oh yeah, he flung it down on the apron. Oh my gosh.
He didn't care about regulations. He didn't care about putting it below the yellow line. All he cared about was getting it past that pack of GT4 cars.
You can go below the yellow line. You are just responsible for coming back on the track in a safe manner. If you go below the line and cause a crash when you come back on the track, you will be penalized heavily for it. But you can go below the yellow line. So
it built up the lead to around about a second. That might be enough. It's given him some lifeline here, because no matter how fast Biggett can now catch him across the next lap, he's got to try and make a move where he can.
Yeah.
He's got to try and have a send to get this move done. But, we've already seen how hard it is before, through fairy tales, through stories told in time.
Oh, here we go. Daniel's catching a car in the bus stop.
He is, and that might cost him as well.
That did cost him.
He's just gotten past them.
That did cost him, though. That dropped off. He lost 3/10 right there when he caught that car at the wrong time in the bus stop. How much time we got?
The battle for the race lead is now within 0.3 of a second here, Jim.
Oh yeah.
And we know how hard it is through the stories told through
he's
time
down to a
of
tenth
how
of a
hard
second.
it is to slay the dragon. El Drago leads him onto what should be the final lap here of Daytona. Daniel Pino, Nathan Biggett. Battle for the race lead is on, and there's traffic which could hold them up.
Oh my gosh. He's on the inside.
Turn 4, he wants it up the inside. Here comes Biggett. Inside line on Pino. They're side by side down towards the kink. Who is going to get the better run? Who's going to have the bigger balls? It's Pino this time, who sends it on the inside, remains in the race lead. Which one of them can take it home?
Oh, he's right where he wants to be. Biggett's right where he wants to be.
He wants to hang right on the back of Pino's Mercedes. He's going to send it at the bus stop. It's the last chance he's got here, Jim. He's got to tuck right up beneath the rear wing of that Merc.
I don't think the bus stop's the last place. I think he can come out of the bus stop and draft him and drag race him to the line. He's right where he wants to be.
He's catching him. He is catching. He's eeping. It's just scratching and clawing closer and closer. He needs to get into that toe.
I think making a move at the bus stop would be a mistake. Save it. Make sure you get through there.
Pino covered the inside.
Well, he did it. He I don't think he wanted it. This is what he wants right here. This is what he wants right here.
Run to the start-finish line. He's right up on his heels. He wants the side draft if he can get it for Nathan Biggett and Daniel Pino. Pino can't do much more than this. Side by side, Biggett etches just ahead of him. Nathan Biggett has taken the race lead on the final lap, and he's going to win it by 0.05 of a second across the line.
Oh,
and
my
Daytona
gosh.
has provided us with an absolute classic once again.
All right, now that's what I'm talking about. That right there is what we paid to come see. That was fantastic. All right, let's see what else is going on out here. Is Serlick taking the... Yeah,
so
they've
Brian
taken check.
Scott is looking to come across the start-finish line in just a moment's notice in the race lead of the GT3 Pro-Am class. Top 5 at the moment here for the McLaren. He's had a solid night.
Yeah, that's a good run.
Race.
Michael Caffrey's going to recover and finish second in class, which is great considering we saw him smoke the wall coming out of the bus stop. Kenneth Collard with a nice run there is going to finish third, it looks like. Maybe. Hold on, that might be a battle yet. Hold on, this ain't not be done. Oh, who got that? Collard got it?
Caffrey who got it. Caffrey got him.
Caffrey, okay.
Just the line. He got it across the line on the apron. So Rulick's taken the win for the GT4 AM class. Halloran is about to cross the line in the race victory for the GT4 rookie class as well. He's just taken that one out.
How you say it? Patchlin?
Sean Patchen.
Patchen.
Has taken P2 in the AM class, in the rookie class. Andrew Halloran took the race win. He never actually changed Halloran's class there.
Good catch.
He took the win.
Jed, I hope you're listening. I asked you if I needed to fix any of these today.
He sent us a message in the broadcast chat. He said he apologized for all the late ads as well. But what a race to the end there. We'll get some B-roll happening for you towards the as we get into our interviews here. I'm going to delegate a lot of this to Jim because my voice is hoarse at the moment.
You're killing me. All right, let me see what I can do here. I'm going to give you the brief version of all of this. You can read. Everybody, most of you guys are capable of reading. So,
I can do the results. That's fine.
Oh, okay. The interview part. That's fine. I'll do the interview, Jeff.
Yeah. So Nathan Biggett takes out the race win by 0.05 of a second over Daniel Pino. Lake and Shaw makes up our overall podium with Tristan Richard for the top 4 in the pro class. Brian Scott will take the win for the Pro-Ams, ahead of David Stein and Justin Bock, with Caffrey and Clodden on the podium for the Pro-Am class at the end. Stephen Smith then makes up the top 10 to Jacob Cotterman, Brandon Herzing, Jared McKee. Then we had in behind them as well.
Just hit the
Richard. It was Cerulic. It was Cerulic for the GT4 AM class, and then the race winner for the GT4 rookie class, Andrew Halloran, was Cerulic, Malley, and Jacoby for the top 3 of the GT4 class overall. First of all, though, bringing him in to have a quick chat to Jim Cunningham is Andrew Halloran, the winner of the GT4 rookie class this evening.
Hey, Andrew. Good to have you in here, man. So I did not get your status changed on the timing and scoring, so it doesn't show you as the winner for the rookie class. But congratulations on getting that done.
Thank you. They really appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't really know who I was racing there, but I just kept letting some of the guys I felt like were way faster than me go, just out of conscience that we don't collide. So yeah, it's very exciting to win here at Daytona.
Sure.
For sure.
Yeah, this is this is Daytona, man. This is That's a nice looking paint scheme you got on that thing too. I tell you what, I didn't give you much airtime tonight because I really truly didn't realize where you were at in class. I would have given you some more airtime because especially with that good looking car you got going there, man. That's a nice paint scheme. You do that yourself or?
Yeah, I did. A friend of mine has put his company on the top. So Virtue Supercars is going to be a great company one day. I have full faith in him as he continues to get that sorted. But there is one friend I wanted to shout out. It's his birthday here in 2 hours. His name is Christopher, and we've been friends since childhood. So this one's for you, buddy. It was fun to hang out today. Appreciate you for all these years with me, and good luck in school. I know he's about to head out there in about a week. So, or no, this Saturday actually. Correction. So shout out to him. Virtue Supercars, Napa. Even though, well, Napa for Napa.
Maybe they will. Maybe they will send you some money or at least some free oil filters or something for your car.
Hey, I could use one of those.
But I tell you what, man, that's a good looking paint scheme you got there on that car. And again, congratulations. I'll get you squared away and have you in the right timing spot next week and everything.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to make a quick announcement while I've got you in here, just because I'm thinking about it and I'll forget because I'm old. So next week on the schedule has shown it had been shown as a week off, and we are going to race Sebring next week. All the races are going to move up 1 week because we're going to have a fundraiser at the end of the season, and I do not think that we have gotten the schedule out for that yet. I'm sure it'll be blasted all over the Discord and everywhere else. But I just wanted to do it while people were still watching and waiting for these interviews, to remind everybody that next week's race was going to be an off week, but it will be at Sebring. And so all the rest of the races for the rest of the season will move up 1 week. So Sebring next week and then so on after that. And on what would have been the final week of the season, I believe there's going to be some sort of a fundraiser race type deal. We'll get Jed Cotter in here to talk about that or something this week or next week or something. But anyway, I was just thinking about that while you were here. So again, man, congratulations. I'll get you squared away in the timing and scoring next week, and hopefully we'll be talking to you soon. You had a good run tonight, and I apologize again for not giving you the airtime you deserved.
Oh, all good. I mean, this goes to show that, Carlos was on vacation, so this goes to show how great of a road racer he is. I'm an oval guy. So with him gone, I figured this was a big opportunity. So I'm glad I was able to take advantage of that. But Carlos is a heck of a road racer, and I'm excited for him to get back to racing him and trying to beat him, for the right way, not while he's on vacation.
Well, he's watching. He's been commenting all night in the chat, so he saw you win. So I'm sure he's looking forward to getting back and running with you.
Yeah.
It
was fun out here.
All right, buddy. Well, it was good talking to you, and hopefully we'll talk to you again soon.
Yep.
All right. So let's who we got? We got Ryan in there. Who we bringing?
Ryan Sarulik as the GT4 AM winner here this evening, and overall GT4 winner as well.
Yep.
Hello.
Hey, man, how you doing? Good to have you here again. You had a good run tonight. We focused on you were locked in an epic battle for most of the night. There were 2 or 3 of you going at it almost the whole race.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't the fastest, but good defense was definitely what helped here.
Yeah, well, that pays off for sure. And so, what did you have a strategy coming in tonight, or did you, what was your game plan, and did your race go like you thought it was going to go?
Yeah, strategy-wise, not really. Just run your race. That's, with a one-stop race, you can't really do a lot of strategy other than try not to crash and just keep it clean. But
that's a great strategy. Try not to crash.
Yeah.
That one really works.
Well, it seems like some struggle with it. So
yes, well, I'm not going to call anybody out, but there were a few tonight that struggled with it.
I didn't do that last race. So
well, yeah, well. So I tell you what, though, man, I can't wait for you to go back and watch this broadcast tonight because we covered a lot of y'all's battle. back there tonight when y'all were going head to head, and so you're gonna enjoy it. There's plenty of TV time for you GT4 guys back there. So congratulations again on the AM win and also the overall GT4 win. You got anybody you want to shout out to before we let you
go? Stepan Jacoby, my teammate, ran a hard race. Didn't finish on the podium, but yeah, I look forward to watching your stream back. It's always fun watching those. You guys do a great job.
Well, we definitely cut loose on a few drivers tonight, so we cut a few heads tonight, so you'll have some fun watching that. You'll get some laughs out of it for sure.
Yeah, that'll be awesome to watch. Thank you.
All right, man, and congratulations again, and hopefully we'll be talking to you soon.
Yep, have a good one.
All right. So let's pull Brian Scott in, I guess, and before we as you're doing that, I'm gonna say if Daniel Pino is out there listening still, I'm going to make an exception to the rule since I'm the boss and I'm in charge. If Daniel's out there, I want you to come into chat. I want to have both of you. You can turn that broadcast down, by the way, Brian, I can hear myself in the background, but
I think it's just my mic.
Oh, it might be. Anyway, but if Daniel's out there, pop in here. I want to pull you in for an interview as well, because that was an epic finish and you deserve it. But anyway, sorry, Brian, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice run.
About time.
Yeah, well, nice run. Look, I mean, winning your class is great, but finishing 5th overall in this field of GT3 drivers, that's pretty impressive.
That was I was more proud of that than anything. I was like,
oh yeah,
wow. Yeah, these guys are really fast, and
yeah,
I've been driving for like just this year, so
yeah. No, man,
I'm happy about that.
That was a fantastic run on your part. That's a good looking car you got there too, by the way. I like that black and green. That's my color scheme. I love black and green.
Oh yeah, I saw it, fell in love with it, and just kept it.
Yeah, that's right up my alley there. But yeah, what a sweet run for you. And like I said, winning your class is great, but 5th overall is super impressive. Did you have a strategy tonight going in, or did you just kind of see how it played out, or what?
Just survive. I was just not make mistakes. That's what's been killing me lately. Every other race I do pretty decent, and then it's mistake here, a little mistake there. A little spin here.
That's what these hour races are all mistakes.
About. Yeah, kept the no drive-throughs this time. Kept I think I only had like 6 penalty points, so that was 8.
That's not bad at Daytona.
Many. Yeah,
that's the off tracks at Daytona. They add up quick, man.
Yeah, that bus stop usually gets me every time.
Well, there's several of them here that you can drop a tire, and pick up one pretty easy here. Not to mention just so much door-to-door action around here too. But man, congratulations. You got anybody you want to shout out to while we have you in here?
I'd just like to thank Jed for inviting me over to this one. We race in another league. And it's been fun, man. There's a lot of fast guys. It's just takes all I have just to try to keep up most of the time, and
that's good.
It's been helping me out. So
yeah, that'll make you a better driver for sure. So congratulations again, man, and hopefully we'll be talking to you some more before the season's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
All right, good job. Thanks.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, so let's pull Nathan in. I'm gonna give him his props, and then we'll pull Daniel in and have some fun afterwards. Nathan, are you in here yet?
Yeah.
There he goes. How was that one for fun, man?
Oh man, that was a blast.
Look,
that's crazy.
I mean, I know you. I bet you are jacked up. It's one thing to come back after, especially. I mean, I'm not gonna say I've been exactly dogging you, but I've certainly been calling you out the last couple of weeks for the incidents that you've had, and it just seemed like the ass end on that Mustang got light on you here the last few weeks. It's been giving you fits, but to come back like that on a guy like Daniel, I mean, I know that one of the reasons you came over here was because you wanted to race some of these faster guys, and as we've been talking about on the broadcast now for the couple of weeks you've been here, we've been waiting for this to materialize. This is what we wanted. To be honest, I really didn't expect it to go like this. I thought it was going to be a battle all race long. I certainly didn't expect with 5 minutes to go to see you pop back up in the picture there. You know, that was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. It was wild.
I'm so jacked up. I can't stop talking about it, man. That was so much fun.
It really was, man. It was.
And
I couldn't believe that I got there.
Well, I fully, when you watch it back, you'll see. I said he's not trying to pass him in the bus stop. He's waiting, and he's going to try to drag race him down the straight. I knew it was coming, you know, and you race in the IMSA League in High Point, and if you remember, in the first race of the season, one of the LMP2 guys, I believe, or it might have been a GTP guy, did that exact same move, and stole a position right there at the end. So I was waiting on it, and hey, man, you pulled it off. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's a tough move to defend because, again, like as you come into the bus stop, I faked to go inside. I really didn't want to, but I wanted him to move down so he had a bad entry to the bus stop.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened. Gave him a bad exit, and it gave me the run. It was perfect.
Well, the thing is, if he doesn't defend it, then you take the shot. And then you just stay on the side of him and don't let him get back. Don't let him get where he can draft you, you know. So you had it either way there. You had a good shot. So that was fantastic though, man. Congratulations. I'm going to let you do your shout out first, and then I'm going to pull Daniel up in here. We're going to try to have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a shout out to Jed for inviting me over. The Chop Shop guys hanging out like always. I know Caffrey and Dave, you know, they're struggling, but they're having fun out here. We enjoy the hanging out every Wednesday night. Tyler Hammond also hangs out with us. So appreciate these guys coming over from Chop Shop and hanging out in the High Point, having some fun, doing some road racing. High Point themselves, all the admins that help us do this. Appreciate them. You guys at the broadcast and all the fans watching.
All right, man. Well, so hang in there. I don't want to run you off. Let's see. We're going to pull Daniel in now and see if we can get him in here as well. Daniel, we got you in the booth here. Nathan's still in here. I had to pull you in. Normally we don't talk to second place, but man, how about that, huh?
Yes. What a race.
I mean, I know it sucks to come out on second place on that deal, man, but I mean, what a finish, man. And you know, I know you're a respectful racer, and I know you got to give Nathan his props. He come back from that spin and was able to catch back up to you, and and you know, and he had you in the spot. There was nothing you could do. You know, it's hard to defend what he did there. It's tough.
Yeah, I talked to him a little earlier. I say, you shortened me a 7-second gap. Congratulations.
Yeah, he did.
I was struggling a lot in the traffic. Every time I got to autobus, I got a GT4 in my front.
Yeah,
and
well, it happened to him first. He caught a GT4, and he went back to almost a second behind you, and then you caught one on the next lap. It was so exciting, man. I'm still so jacked up.
Yeah, in shock too. I was in the voice, and I was in voice chat. GT4, move! And they didn't move. I was like, oh, I'm cooked.
Yeah. That's how it goes, though, man. Traffic is part of this racing, and that. But congratulations to both of you. That was an absolutely epic finish. You can bet your ass I'm going to use that for some reels. You'll see several reels pop up this week of that on all the social media networks. So make sure you like them and share them, because it doesn't get much better than that. And Nathan, I mean, like I said, I know you came over here to race guys like Daniel, and so I know that this was a lot of fun for you as well. And I tell you what, I hope you both. Obviously, Daniel's going to be here. I hope you stay the rest of the season too. This is the kind of racing that we signed up for, man. And I tell you what, I could watch one like this every week.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to racing Daniel some more. I messed it up last week. Definitely got to get a better hold on this Mustang at certain tracks, but tonight was awesome. Hats off to him. Great race. Looking forward to next time.
All right, guys. Well, again, congratulations to both of you. I can't wait to see some more of that. And thanks for putting on a show like that. We'll talk to you in the coming weeks, I'm sure.
Yeah, see you then.
Sure, guys. Bye.
All right, man. Gosh, forgot to let him do his little Spanish thing. Oh well, it's all right.
He didn't win, so he doesn't get to.
No, but I'm so pumped up over that finish.
He'll probably do it tomorrow. Let's be real.
Did you see Cole Malley's comment?
I did, yeah.
He loved chemistry. He met his wife in there.
Yep.
See, he had chemistry with his wife in chemistry.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was good stuff. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna let you sign this out here 'cause I'm jacked up and I'm gonna keep talking.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We appreciate everyone joining us though for this race tonight. It was a fantastic event. Next time we'll be out for the High Point Racing GT Challenge. It will be for Sebring International Speedway or International Raceway next week, August 13th here on the channel. We're so looking forward to that action once again. Tomorrow night, we're back for more High Point action for the IMSA Championship out at Road America. It's going to be a fun night on the road for that series with only 4 rounds left to go. It's getting down to the nitty and gritty, and it's getting down to who is going to be willing to push the most to be able to win those title races. At the moment, it's been Porsche dominance in the GTP class. It's been Mercedes dominance in the GTD class as well. Across the weekend, though, for the channel, of course, we've got i2i Xfinity racing coming your way Sunday morning for me, Saturday evening for the resident Americans out there. You'll be out at the Red Bull Ring for road course racing. That's going to be an insane race to see on your screens.
So much fun.
So much fun. Be myself, Jim, and Ewan O'Leary in the booth for that one. If you want to come check out any of my stuff, you can check out Infinity Broadcasting. Next broadcast I've got on the channel is my local time, Friday at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. It works out to around about Friday morning, 6 a.m.
Catch them on your
time.
Catch them as you're getting up and getting ready for work.
Come see some ARCA racing at Talladega.
Oh,
it's gonna be, it's probably gonna be death, if I'm honest with you, Jim. But we've got unlimited fast repairs. It's a fun race for us, so you can come.
If I could get up early enough, I'd bring my old ARCA car out there and might turn a few laps with you guys.
We run the new ones. We run the brand new ARCA cars.
Yeah, I love the ARCA car, the new one. I may bring the old Jack Daniels Mustang out there myself. You never know.
Oh, we never know. But yeah, so but if you're watching this for the first time, you've been here for a while, you haven't done so already, hit the like button and subscribe, the bell icon too if you're watching on YouTube. Hit the follow button if you're watching on Twitch and on Facebook as well. We appreciate everybody's time joining us here though on MotorMouth Broadcasting. We'll see you guys next time for the High Point IMSA Championship tomorrow out at Road America. But until then, I'm Hamish Runner with Jim Cunningham alongside. Appreciate your time, appreciate your efforts here being with us once again. Thank you so much. Until next time, stay safe, drive hard, and as always, bye for now.